Hey guys, and welcome to Snowbreak Containment Zone. So for our 1.5 anniversary operative selector, we do have a couple of choices here because this is going to be a batch from version 1.8 up to earlier. So my recommendation will be in segments starting off with new players. If you're a new player, definitely you will need some DPS and firepower. Okay, so your firepower will definitely come from either ballistic or skill damage. I have some options for you. First and foremost, for your skill damage, it is going to be Cherno Enigma. Cherno Enigma is gonna deal damage a lot from afar. So if you're a type of person wherein you like to deal damage from afar and not go up and close and personal, definitely Cherno Enigma is going to be for you. Another DPS character or skill DPS character that you might want to consider, also Series Kisana. So Series Kisana is a skill DPS, but she does do things up close. She likes to ram into enemies and bulldoze her way through. Those are your top two skill DPS for your new players. Okay, for if you don't like skill DPS characters, definitely go with ballistic DPS characters, but they are going to be your third and fourth choices. Okay, the next up for ballistic damage is going to be Katya Blueball. So she will be your third option if you're not into skill DPS for as a new player. Definitely Katya Blueball is going to be the one you're gonna be getting. Okay? So for DPS, I think that's it. We do have only two. I'm recommending DPS for Cherno, skill DPS. Then you have Series Kisana, skill DPS. Then you have ballistic DPS for Katya Blue Bolt for new players. Okay, if DPS is not your taste, I'm gonna be recommending you some of the supports that you may want and definitely you will need down the line. So as a new player, you would want Maxir Shadowka. One of the best damage amplifiers that we have in the game so far. Top support. Again, top support. This for her, she is indispensable in some of the boss stages. The other one that I'd like to recommend, which is an all-around support, is going to be Akasha Kaguya. Kaguya is has some resistance down and the elements for each of your opponents. Definitely still a strong candidate up to now. She was there since launch and she is still here up to our 1.5 anniversary. So those are my recommendations. If you are new player, again, you have a skill DPS, ballistic DPS, and you have your supports. I'm not recommending a healer for new players because we do have some free healers once you come into the game. So for now, it's gonna be DPS or it's gonna be supports for new players. Okay, so for existing players that seem to lack a bit in between players, so in between operatives, definitely guys, you just need to fill your roster with whatever you need. Because I'm gonna be running down all of the operatives that are going to be in the selector. So starting with Akasha Kaguya. So for those existing Snowbreak players, you can actually get her. Shenxing Ethereal Cloud is also one. Not really recommending her at this point. There are a lot multi-part breakers in the game already. So skip her because there are other options if you're an existing player. Next is going to be Haru Absconditus. Definitely if you really want to have this girl, then go for it. I wouldn't, I wouldn't blame you if you did. But Haru, again, her damage has dropped since the other current operatives are out. So definitely, if you want to get her because she's waifu. But if you want to get her for the damage, I would suggest that you go with other skill DPS characters that we have right now. Okay, so we do have Moxir Shadowka, as mentioned earlier, top damage amplifier in our game. We do have Tess. Where's Tess? So this is Tess Potkin. Again, if you want to hasten your ultimate skill, she's going to be your girl. Katya Blue Bolt is one of I recommend it to new players, which for those who might get her for some sentimental reason, she is still good, but definitely there are better ballistic damage operatives there. For beginners, she will still shine, really. Okay, so next up is going to be Ichel. Ichel is top healer in the game. If you lack her, your current player, please get her because she does a lot of good passive heals. Okay? Also, if you're an existing player and if you need more DPS, skill DPS, we do have Cherno Enigma. We also have a skill buffer, skill damage buffer in the form of Enya Exuvia. So if you guys have Enya, if you want to buff your skill damage or skill damage dealers, then therefore get Enya Exuvia. Again, for existing players, it's just filling the gap. I'm just reviewing each of these girls, whether they're gonna be good for you or not. And the last among these girls is again going back to Series Kisana. Again, if you don't have her as an existing player, please do get her because she is fantastic in terms of skill DPS, moving around enemies, and fantastic overall. So that is it, guys. Again, my tips for new players and my tips for existing players. So hopefully this video helped, and hopefully you have decided who you're gonna be picking for the selector. Thank you guys for staying this far. Take care, stay safe. This is the Warden, and I'm out of here.